Welcome into another Braddock's Breakdowns. Earlier today, the news came out that Travis Etienne will miss the entirety of his rookie season. That being said, some of the experts at drroto.com, Nicholas Minnick, Stephen Perkins, Chris Emmerich, among others, and myself, we jumped in the members-only Discord group to discuss this and some of the ramifications of what could come next. And we gave thought to the idea that with Jacksonville having the number one pick in the draft, they have the number one priority in waivers going into the regular season. So they could just sit there and wait for the best running back to get cut to just fall into their lap, and they can get any back that they want that gets cut. And when you think about we're a week away, only 7 days away from every team having to cut 27 more players, getting down from an 80-man roster to a 53-man roster, it's going to be a lot of talent out there. That being said, I still think the best move is to make a trade, late-round pick for a guy who's in the last year of his contract. Luckily enough for Urban Meyer and the Jacksonville Jaguars, they've got Urban's BFF with a perfect running back situation, talking about Bill Belichick. These guys share a murderer together. It's got to be a closer bond than sharing, being Eskimo brothers. I don't know. It's just be a guess. But you look at the situation, and James Robinson's there. Carlos Hyde is there. You look at New England's situation. They've got 6 backs. Brandon Bolden's in the contract year. Sony Michel, James White. Sony Michel doesn't fit with Jacksonville, but I still wouldn't be surprised if we see him get moved. Brandon Bolden's that special teamer who's been there for forever. James White, though, in that contract year, team-friendly contract, especially if you trade him out to Jacksonville. And why does James White make so much sense? He's averaged 60 receptions over the last 6 years. He's averaged 4 receiving touchdowns. Compare that to Jacksonville, his 60 receptions would have been tops on the team last year, as their top receiver was 58 receptions for the Jaguars in 2020. And their top receiver had 5 touchdown catches to James White's 4. And to boot, James White gives you about 50 rush attempts per season for about 200 yards and an extra 2 touchdowns right on there. All of that can go in to help Trevor Lawrence, and he's a perfect mesh with what they have on the roster with James Robinson, Carlos Hyde. Get that vet guy, that safety valve for Trevor Lawrence just to check down to. And New England knows he's going to be 30 by the end of the season, talking about James White. Go ahead and get a late-round pick for it. Bill Belichick loves to collect those, loves to make trades right before the season starts. James White makes a lot of sense to Jacksonville for me, and I think that's the move we need to see happen. If you're worried as a Patriots fan, what are they going to do? Well, you still got Bolden, who's going to be a special teamer. They don't have to move Michelle, but they still could move him because they got 3 guys. Damian Harris, the starter, he's a free agent after 2022. J.J. Taylor, he's a free agent after 2022, and the running backs coach has been raving about him. And lastly, you got a guy I love. He's in his rookie season, has 4 years left. He's the future at the position for him. Reminds me a little bit of LeGarrette Blount coming out of Michigan State, 6 foot, almost 250-pound back that didn't play like a power back, but more like a finesse back. So New England will be fine. They could move James White and Sony Michel, but the one to Jacksonville should be James White, and that's the move that we should see be made. If not, they'll stay firm and just claim somebody when the cuts come down next week. For more nuggets like this, go to drroto.com and use my special code FANTASY for a discount right now to sign up for all of our tools, our experts, and be able to get in on those Discord conversations with all of our experts at drroto.com. Major League Baseball fans, hop in and check out our brand new Major League Baseball DFS optimizer, all at drroto.com.
Thanks for stopping by the office. Get your fantasy prescription by subscribing to the channel and checking out drroto.com. And until the next visit, be well.